The EUC mindset, what riding teaches you about life. Welcome back to ElectricGlideTV. Today I'm not just riding, I'm reflecting. Because this wheel, the EUC Lynx, has taught me more about life than I ever expected. It's not just a ride, it's a mindset. Let's talk about what EUC riding teaches us about life, growth, and how to move forward, on and off the wheel. 1. Adaptability. The terrain changes, the weather shifts. Sometimes the path you planned isn't the one you end up taking. EUC riding teaches you to adjust quickly, stay balanced, and keep moving. You learn to expect the unexpected and stay calm when things don't go your way. You don't control everything, but you control how you respond. Every ride is a reminder that flexibility is strength. When the road throws surprises, you learn to pivot without panic. It's not about avoiding change, it's about flowing with it. And the more you adapt on the wheel, the more adaptable you become in life. 2. Decision-making under pressure. When you're riding, you don't have time to hesitate. A car pulls out, a pothole appears, a pedestrian steps into your path. You learn to trust your instincts and make split-second choices. That kind of pressure builds mental sharpness and confidence. And off the wheel, you start making decisions faster, clearer, and with more conviction. You stop overthinking and start acting with purpose. The wheel teaches you that hesitation can be more dangerous than action. You learn to read situations quickly and respond with clarity. That skill transfers into your daily life, work, relationships, even personal growth. Riding sharpens your mind like a blade. 3. Self Reliance. When you're out here alone, it's just you and the wheel. You're responsible for your gear, your safety, your route. There's no one to bail you out. You learn to prepare, to think ahead, and to own your ride. That independence builds a quiet strength that shows up in other parts of your life. You stop waiting for permission and start trusting your own judgment. You become your own mechanic, navigator, and protector. You learn to solve problems on the fly and stay calm under pressure. Self-reliance isn't just about riding, it's about life ownership. The wheel teaches you that you're capable of more than you think. And that confidence grows with every solo ride. 4. Risk versus reward. Every ride has risk, but calculated risk leads to growth. You learn to push your limits without being reckless. You start to understand the difference between fear and caution. And in life, that lesson helps you chase goals with courage and wisdom. You learn to respect danger without letting it control you. The wheel teaches you to analyze, not avoid. You begin to see risk as a tool, not a threat. Every successful ride builds your courage muscle. And that mindset helps you take bold steps in life with confidence. 5. Flow state and creativity. There's something magical about being in sync with your wheel. Your mind quiets down and ideas start to flow. It's like the EUC unlocks a part of your brain that's usually buried under stress. I've had some of my best creative thoughts while riding, solutions, content ideas, even personal clarity. The wheel becomes a moving canvas for your thoughts, and the ride becomes a creative ritual. It's like your brain switches from survival mode to inspiration mode. You stop forcing ideas and start receiving them. The rhythm of the ride becomes the rhythm of your thinking. Creativity flows when your body and mind are aligned. And the EUC is one of the best tools I've found to reach that state. 6. Confidence through repetition. The more you ride, the more you trust yourself. You stop second-guessing and start believing. Confidence doesn't come from perfection. It comes from persistence. Every successful turn, every smooth carve builds your self-belief. And that belief follows you into your relationships, your work, your goals. You learn that failure is part of the process, not the end. Each fall teaches you something new. You begin to see progress in the small wins. Confidence becomes a habit, not a feeling. And the wheel becomes your training ground for self-trust. Seven, patience and progress. You don't master the EUC in a day. You fall, you learn, you improve. It's a reminder that growth takes time. You start to appreciate the process, not just the destination. And that mindset helps you stay grounded and motivated in everything you do. You learn to celebrate small victories. Progress becomes a journey, not a race. The wheel teaches you that consistency beats intensity. Patience becomes your power. And that lesson sticks with you long after the ride ends. So, yeah, this wheel, it's more than just electric. It's electric for the soul. It teaches you how to think, how to move, how to live. And if you've been riding for a while, I bet you felt it too. Let's talk about it. Drop a comment below. What has EUC riding taught you? Let's build a community of riders who grow together. If this message resonates, give it a like, share it with someone who needs a mindset shift, and subscribe for more. Your story matters and your ride is part of it. This is Electric Glide TV. Explore, ride, capture.